Welcome back to another review. There's another paid request, this time from Devon. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos or topics or commentaries, reviews, randomness, whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for episode 3 of Squid Game, which I guess has caught Netflix by storm and is insanely popular. And while I've not minded what I've seen, I guess I don't understand the huge praise on it. I think it's been okay so far. Granted, I don't know if you need this many... Well, I don't know if it's just the lack of content on other platforms or just the way things are nowadays. But like I said, it's okay, but I just don't get the 10 out of 10 stuff. But I mean, it's been okay. Episode 3, I would say I like more than episode 2. Because, yeah, episode 2 is more of you getting to know a bit more of the other characters, so that you appreciate that in the fact of you can know a little bit about them. But as this starts, part of me wishes we would follow this character more, which is this cop who... His brother was part of the games before. He sneaks in and he chokes out a worker. He steals his outfit. He has to go undercover in this outfit and be an observer to figure out what the hell's going on. And you get a little bit of what the background is, like how these workers are just regular people, some of them fairly young, how they're in these small cubicles with something about like you can't have conversations with people, you can't leave your room, you have a little tiny bed, there's a camera on you at all times. Which I find weird because there's a camera on the staffers at all times, even in their room, but there's no cameras in the bathroom. Because some of the players of the game go into this massive bathroom where there's like 50 stalls and there's no cameras. People are like, why would there be cameras? Why wouldn't there be? And the fact that, you think these guys give a shit about privacy? They don't care about privacy with their staffers. Why would they give a shit about the privacy of these folks? Where, no, watch them in the bathroom in case they smuggle something, in case they do something. And of course what happens? Some smuggled, like one woman smuggled a lighter and cigarettes up her cooch. One person is able to go into the vents and go throughout the vents as if she's John McClane. I'm thinking, with how strict this place is, with how strict this area is, the fact that, again, you have like 50 stalls and there's no security, there's no camera, is a bit strange. Of course, when you go to a store, there's no camera in the bathroom, because the store are not an organization where they put you in games ready to kill you. We will kill you, but hey, we're nice enough, we won't watch you in the bathroom. But then we'll kill you if you lose, without question. And also with the staffers, if someone sees a staffer's face, that staff member will get shot and killed, because the rule is nobody can see your face. But again, we won't have camera in the bathrooms, because again, one's able to get contraband out of her, literally, and the other's able to go into the vents and crawl around and stuff. So I thought that was a bit weird, that you have no security cameras, anything in there. Why wouldn't a security guard go in just in case? That makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense to me. Someone wants to explain that. Again, we're fine with killing you, but indecent exposure, we don't want that. That makes a lot of fucking sense. But what really makes it an alright watch is when the games happen, because the games are interesting. Like the second game, which I probably liked this more than the first one, because this one was a bit more interesting. Like the first game in the first episode, it was interesting, but the whole not moving was inconsistent because there were people, the lead guy would move and he didn't get shot. And then you see other people that are literally a statue, and then they get shot. And you go, well, wait a minute. That person is a statue. Why did he get shot? But the lead guy is moving more and he doesn't get shot. I think a little bit of consistency with that would have been better. It just took me out of that first game. It is an interesting idea, but I'm like, well, wait a minute. And I've said that before. No one has explained to me about that. Why is it the lead guy is moving more and he doesn't get shot, then other people are still as a statue? And you'll see in the background, they're not moving at all. And then they get shot. Like, wait a minute, why did that happen? But not this person. This person is moving more, and that person is a statue, but the statue got shot. I can't help it. It took me out of it a bit. Here, it was a bit more of an interesting idea, where there's these symbols on the wall, and each person goes to each symbol, and one's a triangle, one's a circle, one's an umbrella. And what you come to find out is they get these honeycomb cookies. And what they have to do, each one has a shape in it. So some have triangle, some have circle, some have an umbrella. You have to cut out the shape. All you have is this needle, and if you crack the shape, you die. So you got to cut the shape out of the cookie, the honeycomb, without, again, breaking it. Imagine a cookie and then the symbols inside. So you got to cut the symbol out, perfectly fine, and then if any piece of that cracks, you're dead. Okay, that's an interesting idea. And they do a decent enough attempt with character. Like, you have the guy who you thought was the lead guy's buddy, and he has glasses on, but then he kind of figures out what the whole deal is. So he goes for the easy one, which is the triangle, because you just go, you know. But he doesn't tell anybody. It's like, oh, okay, he really does. You know, I'm not going to tell them because, hey, if they die, oh well. So that gives a bit of iffiness to who you thought was the lead character's buddy. The lead character has a bit more sympathy because he cares for this old man and helps him out and encourages him before the game. The one girl who's a pickpocket, you tell she's a bit smart because she's the one who went to the vents, and then what she knows is this guy, someone says something, he knows this guy's up, she follows him, and you tell that she's got some street smarts to her. The one woman who in the last episode at the beginning said, we need to leave, we need to leave. She was the first one to go, we need to leave. But yet she came back. She's a bit of a hyper lady, but she kind of has a fun personality. She's the one that brought in the contraband in her cooch, and then she also has a lighter, so secretly she lights the light and is able to singe it. I like the bit when she stands up, I got my cookie, and then she eats it in front of him. She has a bit of an attitude, which makes her stand out a bit. And then the lead guy, he's so frantic because he got the hardest one, the umbrella. But it shows that he has a bit of survival mentality because he gets the idea of to lit the back of it. And if you lit the back of it so much, it goes through and you're able to just push it out and be fine. So he's might have been the only one that got the umbrella, which is the hardest one. And that's why you see certain shots. If you see advertising, he has like a cookie up above. He's looking through the light. Oh, this is how thin it is. You know, he lifts the back of it. So it shows that he's, again, got a bit of survivor mentality in him, which is nice to see. That he's not just a guy that everyone has to help. Because he was like that in the first game. Understandably so, because, you know, it's all new and people are dying, what the fuck. But shows that he's not a complete waste of space either. So then you see a little bit behind the scenes with the cop in uniform. Of course, because there's hundreds of other guys, he can't do anything there. And then you get a little bit of the strict structure of the staff members. And it makes you go, who are these guys? Why did they say yes to this? Where do they come from? Are they getting paid for this? They're wearing these uniforms. They're in these little cubicles. Again, you're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to leave. There's cameras on you. Like, what's going on? Why are they here? Are they getting paid? Are they getting paid a lot of money? How does this all happen? Who knows? I don't know if that will ever be said. I don't even know if that should be, how do I put it? If that should be explained. So again, it was alright. Like, it's not a bad looking show. The actors are not doing a bad job. I know there's some controversy that if you look at the subtitles, but then people who know Korean say that's not exactly what they're saying. So there's a bit of that controversy online. I have no dog in that fight because I don't know Korean, but it's Netflix, so I wouldn't be surprised they're full of shit. At least with some of the characters, you get to know a little bit so that they stand out and they're not just blank slates. So I appreciate that, whether it be little bits of their personality or street smarts or stuff. So that's decently done. And like I say at the beginning of the video that I don't understand the big love fest. Not because I think it's bad. I don't even have a whole lot of problems so far. It's just I'm watching, I'm going, it's not bad. I mean, we've seen this before with, going back to The Running Man, which I love. You know, Battle Royale. We've seen stuff kind of like this, but I guess maybe for people it goes into that thought process of what would you do? Would you be able to survive that game? Maybe that type of mentality where you put yourself in these type of games. Although to me, if I get out once and I know they don't kill me if I lose, I wouldn't go back again. I mean, you can always work at McDonald's. You may not like working at McDonald's, but they're not going to kill you if you flip the burger wrong. Or you work at a gas station. You always work somewhere. Trust me, there's jobs everywhere. There's jobs everywhere. You just work that. You will find it. But, you know, they did try to build up why, like, again, the previous episode, one guy's boss got fucked up because he was an asshole that wouldn't give his employers the money they deserve. You know, things of that nature. So there's more to it than just the money. There's, you know, the lead guy, he wants to take care of his mom before she loses her leg or whatever. Her foot, that type of thing. So again, there's more to it than that. So I can understand the desperation. So like I said, it's not bad. It's decent. It's well filmed in a cinematography state. Yeah, I just think it's alright. I think it's just because I've seen similar stuff like this before, where, would you like to play a game? So it's one of those where it's alright, it's not bad. As to why it took the country by storm, I don't know why. Maybe because there's nothing else to watch. I mean, now that I think about it, what else is there for people to watch online for content? What, Chucky TV show, Halloween Kills? I'll put this above that stuff because at least it's its own thing. I mentioned the Running Man stuff, but I mean, it's not like a remake of another, you know, property. At least with the type of games, at least the type of games are different, unique. Like the Honeycomb Cookie, oh yeah, that was an interesting idea. I haven't really seen that done before. So maybe that's another reason why I appreciate this game a bit more. Because, okay, I haven't seen a game quite like this. But it does offer a lot of questions. Like I said, and why do you have... Okay, you got cameras in your staff, your workers' rooms. but not in the bathroom where your players go to? You don't think anything could happen in there? And this bathroom is about as big as a fucking stadium. But well, no, not that big. It's big as like a Walmart. And that was a bit weird. That's like, you didn't even need her going through the vents anyway. Unless maybe that's for later. Maybe that's for later where the vents come into play again. If it does, okay. If it doesn't, then I'm like, well, there's really no point, because she would have followed the other guy anyway, because oh, what's this guy up to? I think he said something, or someone else said something, but he got this look on his face. I'm going to follow where he's going. Oh, I'm glad I did. Again, it's alright. I don't have much to say about it. Like I said, it's okay. Sorry it's not much of a review, but I don't really have much to say about it. And I don't really have much to complain about it, other than a few little things here and there, which I've already mentioned like 3 times. So, yeah, it's alright. It's alright. So, despite people saying I hate everything, I watched the 3 episodes of Squid Game so far. Don't mind it for what it is. So, with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.